With the kids heading back to school, we wanted to share this do-it-yourself mask pouch sewing pattern for the kids to hold their masks and other essential items like sanitizer and tissues. Let's get started. You will need a piece of woven fabric, the printable sewing pattern, scissors, velcro, and a sewing machine. Start by printing out the pattern and taping the pieces together to create the full pattern. Next, lay your fabric out on a flat surface and then place the paper patterns on top, aligning the grain lines. Cut around the solid line of each pattern piece and cut as many pieces as it says on the pattern. For the fabric, it's best to use a woven fabric, something that is 100% cotton or polyester, easily washable and sewable. Avoid knitted fabrics that are stretchy. All of the triangular markings on the patterns are called notches. Those are meant to be clipped and used as guides for joining the pattern pieces together. The strap for this pouch is 2 pieces. The reason for that is to make the strap have a breakaway feature. I'm using Velcro on the ends, but you can also use a breakaway safety buckle as well. The strap also has 3 different positionings for length, and you can cut the length according to the size and age of the child you're making the pouch for. The pouch is intended to fit snugly under the arm, which also reduces the long loop created by the strap. Time to get sewing. Start by folding the rectangular pieces for the strap in half and sewing the side together. Trim the corners and reduce some of the bulk by trimming away the layer of fabric, and then turn the piece inside out. On both strap pieces, sew the one end of the long rectangular piece closed. This will be the end of the strap that has the Velcro sewn on top. Once you've turned the piece right side out, use an iron and press the piece flat along the side seams and folded edge. Next, take the unfinished end of the strap and sew it to the top of one of the pocket flaps. Do this with both strap pieces, aligning the notches on the strap with the notch on the top of the pocket flap on both ends. Sandwiching the straps inside, place the top edge of the pocket flap with the top edge of the pouch piece, aligning the notches, and sew those pieces together. Take the other pocket flap piece and sew that to the other pouch piece as well. Leave a 2-inch gap in the stitch line on one of the pieces. This will be the opening you need to turn the piece inside out when you're almost finished. Lay the sewn pieces down flat and align the bottom edge of the large pouch piece, and then sew those 2 pieces together along the bottom. Now you'll need to sew the sides of the pocket flap. Fold one side up, aligning the seam for the pocket flap with the bottom seam of the pocket flap. Sew the sides together. Next, you'll need to stitch down the corners of the pouch. Create a triangular peak as shown, and then stitch across the triangle, creating about a 1-inch depth in your pocket pouch. Do this on both sides. This will complete the one side of your pocket pouch. So you just need to do the exact same thing to the opposite side, finishing both the lining piece and the outer piece of the pouch. Take the sewn pouch and place the straps inside, and then along the unfinished edge, which is the bottom edge of the pocket flap, sew those two pattern pieces together. Follow the edge of the curve all the way around. We've also recently shared a post on how to personalize back to school essential items such as masks and pouches and other items. So we'll include the link to that post below. The sewing is almost complete. Next, you need to turn the piece right side out through that small opening along the flap seam. Push out all of the corners and then place the lining side of the pouch into the outer side of the pouch. You could also use two different pattern fabrics, and that would help to see the piece come together. Finish that small opening by stitching it closed. Time to attach the velcro. Place a long piece of velcro on the edge of the pocket flap like this, and then attach the opposite side of the velcro, the hook side, on the pouch. And then do the same with the ends of the strap. The glue on the back side of the velcro won't be strong enough to have just on its own. You will have to stitch the velcro down with a sewing machine. So remember, you want to have the strap break away, so that's why I've sewn a piece of velcro. You could also use a safety clasp and stitch it to the end of the straps. Once the velcro pieces are stitched down, the pouch is finished and you can go ahead and start to use it. We have several face mask patterns available on the blog as well. We'll share the links below. They are both for adults and youth and include free printable patterns. So visit sustainmycrafthabit.com for those tutorials, as well as links to the other YouTube videos we have for sewing face masks. We hope you found this video helpful, and we'd love to know from you, what are some things you're doing to get the kids ready for back to school? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.